How's it going, everybody? So a long time ago, I want to say maybe a couple to maybe more than that, weeks ago, I threw cards that I got from Zonks, and those cards that I got from Zonks were curving. They started curving in on themselves, so putting them in sleeves, putting them in top loaders, it wouldn't help. Now, in theory, I believe I came up with a process that if you introduce humidity back to these cards, it would loosen them up and it would make them soft again to where you can mold them back to their original form. And you can only do this with hardcover books. You hear that? Hardcover books with very tough paper, not that flimsy Bible paper or those paperback books. So you have to get hardcover books. Now I did put the cards in their sleeves, and after leaving these books in the freezer for so long, I took them back out, and in theory that would reintroduce condensation. Now I do live in a basement apartment, and now that the heat is on during the winter, humidity builds up if anything wet is outside, is outside in a room or whatever. So with introducing condensation to these pages, these books, humidity can slide right in and loosen these cards back up while being in a tight bookcase. I'm talking about these cards were tight in that bookcase like that. So as they were tight, you can see the little spaces that the cards made. I went ahead and grabbed some paper, some food saver clips, and I started clipping, and with the help of that tight bookcase, it actually looked as if the cards were getting flat. Now these were in the bookcase for about I want to say a whole month. I mean weeks, a whole month, more than maybe a month and a half. But a holiday has passed, Halloween, since I've done this, so it's definitely been a while. So let's go crack these books open and see the process of these cards. Hopefully they got flat. I'm hoping. Before I go ahead and start cracking these books open to see the process, let's take a stroll through memory lane and watch the shorts that I have uploaded that led up to this moment. So without further ado, let me show you what the point of this video is going to be. Like I said last time, we're going to fix these cards right here that are all curved and whatnot. You see them? I even have a heavy stack of cards just laying on top of them, giving them some weight. And I've been doing this for like the past couple days that I've had them. And yesterday I had a new pickup. So let me lift this box up and see how they just lift up, how there's a lot of space in there. There's a lot of curving. You see all that curve? I bought these from a collection that were in an O-ring binder, and these cards were closer to the ring than outside. So more closer to the rings than they were closer to the outside of the page. So that's the curving that you see there. Let's take a look at the cards that we're going to work with today. Chansey, X and Y, Kadabra from Legendary, Reverse Spoink, Crawdaunt, which has the worst of the worst curving going on. Hopefully I can fix them. And it's going to be a lengthy process. Sabrina's Drowsy, Sparrow, Hoothoot, Squirtle, Chinchou, Ninetales, Chinchou Reverse, Golem, Squirtle, Magneton, Ninetales, Nidorino, another Nidorino, another Ninetales, Slugma, the Nidorino that I want, the Slugma and the Bagon from Deoxys that I told you guys about. O-ring binders is what caused this, so let's try to reverse the effect. We're just going to stick a couple in here, and not too close to the edge. I know it's tempting. I know it's tempting to put the cards closer to the edge. Now, we close that page, right? Yeah. You want to keep them spread out between pages too, so they don't feel the pressure of one on top of the other, and you don't get those line creases. Like, don't put them in a Bible or something like that. Now let's open a couple more pages over here. I feel them. I feel the... So let's put him in here. Let's put him in here. Now we can close this book nicely. They should all be squished right within there. So they're all there, but they're keeping the pages up, the curved cards. So let's see. New Jersey, now Vegas, my favorite place. I'll bag on. And my nine tails. Let's close them up, grab a couple pages, and go up and get Slugma and Nidorino. I think my trick is to really keep them a little, maybe 2 fingers distance from the spine. And then I'll put Slugma here, put Crawdont there. Let me close this, grab a couple more pages like that, Spoink. And Sabrina's Drowsy. To the back. That back is nice and hard. So I'm going to put Chansey back here and Kadabra. Yeah, we got to give him some time. Alright, quick tour. And this is what I mean by a tight bookcase. Once I start putting in these books, it's going to be very, very tight. Alright, update guys. So it's been a couple days. I think it's been like 4 days now. And I stuffed a couple more books in there. And I pinched them in with these little food saver things, these little preservers. It's like, because they were like not enough space. I don't know what it was, but you have to pinch these books now. So I guess this is what I did. I put these little food savers, pinched the books from corner to corner, and then the gaps are completely gone. Completely gone. So I'm going to give these cards another 2 days, and then it's into the freezer they go. Alright guys, so now it's been 5 days. I've done this on Thursday, and we're on Tuesday now, and tomorrow's Wednesday. So tomorrow's the last day I'm gonna have these things in the books right here, and then that's when they go into the freezer. But for right now, we're just gonna keep them squished, and we're gonna check up on the progress tomorrow. And then tomorrow you'll see that I put the books in the freezer just as is with the clamps, and then we'll see. Alright y'all, it's 11:30 at night. I wake up in about 7.5 hours, so that gives it enough time to freeze these things. Just get these things in here real quick where nobody can see me. That's how we're gonna do it. No shit, okay. Oh, damn it, I got caught. Around. I gotta get these things flat. Okay, no, okay, flat. Now I gotta put some weight on it. Oh shit. It's the Chansey card. Alright, so I think I added some weight to it. See, that's what I meant about getting hard books, because this way, you know, they won't bend on you. Let's open this up at 7:30 a.m. and I go to work at 8, so let's take them out at 7. And we'll see. Alright guys, I did a little oopsie. I kind of went overboard. I forgot about these things in the morning. Oh no. They've been here for a very long time. And that's it. Hide my evidence. Alright, so now that these books are out of the freezer, it's been about, I want to say 12 hours, almost 12 hours that they've been in there. And more than 12 hours. Alright, so I had to really struggle putting these books in there, but now they're tight in there, they're snug, there's no air gaps. So let's just wait, and I'll probably leave these things in there for maybe like 2-3 days, let them flatten out, and then let's just hope. I just want to flatten them. So yeah, and that's it. The next video, the big reveal. Hopefully I did it right. Alright, cool. So now that we're caught up, so you guys are not lost. Let's start with New Jersey, my home state. I'm excited because I forgot how I put these cards in. Alright. Reverse hollows. Now, there is no... Wow, they got flat. They got flat, y'all. These cards went ahead and got flat. Yo, that's so dope. They got flat. What? These cards were curving, dude. Curving, like, I mean curving. Like the humidity curve that happens to your cards when they're stuck in an attic with no sleeves for the rest of their time up there. I can't believe these cards got flat. And I have to put these in the card guard with the slots that are missing. Oh my god. Wow. Let's move on. Who's next? Good old Taj Mahal, right? Alright, who's next? Who's next? I feel like there's so much spaces in these pages and it's gonna fool me. Who's next? There they are. Now, let me see if there's anything else. No, I believe not. Because I gave spaces in between them so they don't like dent into each other. Nope. That's them. The next ones are Hoots Hoots and Nita Reno. And I cannot believe it. These cards really did get flat. I can't believe it. Is that Zapdos hunting Hoo Hoo? Or Zapdos is just pissed off and Hoo Hoo doesn't want to come out and play? Yo, these cards got flat. Oh, yo, these cards got flat. Yo, these cards got flat. Oh my god. Yo, these cards were curving. Oh wow. Yo, my theory. I'm a scientist. I'm mad. I'm a genius. Someone write this down. All right. Here is my concern with the Ninetales. The Ninetales had a bad curve on it. Oh wow. Wow. This is incredible. Yo, these cards got flat, guys. It's like... Yo, these cards got so flat. Oh, wow. Oh, this is awesome. Oh my god, I can't wait to throw the Ninetales in the book. And the Magneton. This is insane. Oh, I visited that hippo. It's in Camden, New Jersey, in the museum. In the aquarium. Yes, a hippo in the aquarium. In New Jersey, of all places. Very heated enclosure. What is to be revealed? First, let's see the outcome before we reveal the cards. And as you can see, flatter than a Dickens. Wow. Wow, guys. I can't believe it. The cards really did get flat. Oh, another Squirtle and Chinchou. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, another Ninetales and Golem. Okay. Wow. Oh, no. Golem's still curved. Let's see, Ninetales. Yeah, Golem is the only one that's still curving. But his curving actually didn't like, look at it. It's fixed. That's, wow. That Ninetales too. That Ninetales curved pretty bad, but it's still in a way curving, but it's fixed. Like, it's not bad as it was before. Like, the thing was literally curving the sleeve. Yeah, as you guys can see that on the left. Look at the Golem right there on the bottom. You can see it's still trying to curve, but it's not as bad as it was before. Like, before it was bad. Thank you, Zonks, like, for having these cards, man. Helping my collection out. Alright, so we're done with the books that were in here. Let's give it a little shake. Nothing. Thank you, New Jersey. You are the best. Vegas, you're next. I love Vegas. I love going to Vegas and chilling out there. I don't really gamble when I'm out there in Vegas because there's just so much things to do. Casinos are one of them, but I don't have the lucky hand. I love the slot machines. I have another Ninetales. Oh, okay. So this Ninetales is the reverse hollow one, and this is the pre-release bag on. That was pretty bad curving. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Wow, look at the curve. There is no curve. It just doesn't exist anymore. Wow, don't tell me I fixed this. It was just in theory. I didn't know this was gonna work. I was so worried this wasn't gonna work, but you have to keep them in the books for so long. You can't just expect this result to happen in 2-3 days. This has to have time. You have to have patience. It'll work, but you have to. Oh wow, you have to give it time. That pre-release bag on, I was waiting for so long to put it in the binder. Look at that Ninetales. It doesn't curve anymore. Wow. That's the one reason I didn't put the bag on in the binder, is because it was curving. The binder wasn't full enough, so like the weight of other cards can squish it down. That's why I put it in the books. This is why I did this little thing. I know I have a Crawdaunt here. I have a Crawdaunt. Am I coming close to my Crawdaunt? And pick yourself up one of these Las Vegas books from their gift shops if you ever are out there. Or, I mean, if you're near here and you can order one online. But the history in Vegas is just so interesting. All right. This Chansey had a weird curve to it. It's not curving, but it was bent in different locations. Let me hold the card next to the camera so we can focus on the camera. And let's look at the card on the left. That Chansey is probably still curving the way it used to, but not as bad as it was before. Because it would bend in one spot of the card, and now it's not bending at all. Yeah, it's still doing it. It's still doing it. This one can't get fixed. Nah, I think that's the most that's the most that this card will get fixed. And it's not even that bad. It's like it was bad before. Like it was literally, you could literally see before. Let me hold this for reference. You could literally see before that. I think if you hold it this way, this side right here on the back that wants to curve down, it was curving way farther down than it is now. And the curve here, like you could see it from here, I want to say. You could see it from here. The little arch in the side of the card right here wasn't as bad before. I mean, now. It's not bad now than it was before. I want to say I fixed it. It's not the best fix. You know, it'll probably be permanent forever. But I flattened them out. Alright. I know I have more in here. There they are. There's more here. There's more here. Let me pull more out. There he is. There he is. That's what I want. That's what's been on my mind this whole time. Yo, I fixed the curve. Yo, I fixed the curve. Okay, Slugma probably has this permanent curve going on. See that spacing right there in its sleeve, right there on the tippy top, on the left of the Neutrino card, that little spacing right there. It's probably this card trying to say, hey, I still want to bend. But I fixed them. They're flat again. They are flat again. Wow. And I think I put Slugma in the card guard that we just did, so this Slugma's going right back in there. Unbelievable. I guess Crawdaunt can't get fixed. I really wanted to flatten Crawdaunt out. Let me see. And the Spearow got fixed. Who's in there? Anybody else? Sabrina's Drowsy, Spoink, LeChunk's Rival, Ding Ding. Well, Crawdaunt, actually. Let me see. Crawdaunt is probably going to have that curve forever. So, looking at the card, you see it. It's always going to have that curve. Yeah. But it's not as bad as it was before. Before, I don't want to do it. Hold on. Let's use a fake card for reference. Before this Crawdaunt right here was so bad in its sleeve that it was literally doing this. Like, it was like that. It was that bad. It was really that bad. So for it to go from this to this, that is a huge difference, don't you think? Temporary fix, maybe not. Forever fix, maybe. I'm just happy that it got flatter than it was. Wow. I have a Crawdaunt. I can't believe I have a Crawdaunt. He was my favorite Pokemon in the Ruby and Sapphire era, man. This guy here, man, don't sleep on Crawdaunt. He was a hard hitter. Oh, and what do we do with fake cards? We rip them. Why? Because they don't have the black on the paper. Because normally it would be 2 layers of paper smashed in together, something like that. And this just is one whole paper in itself. It's so flimsy, that's why. That's why you can easily tell fake from real, because real, more sturdier cards, hard to really bend. You really have to force it. These you could easily bend. Like, it's like, come on, you know? Not even a gloss on the Pokemon. Pokemon logo, the back of the card, gets no dull, no shiny, no nothing. It is one paper and one paper always. It will never be dull. It will never be the Pokemon Hollow style paper without the hollow. Like, nah. Buy fake card. Sorry, Raichu. Sorry it had to be you. I want to take a look at these 3. And I want to see... Alright, so I don't think I can see it from there. But I want to see... They did get flat. It's kind of hard to tell without a reference card so the camera can focus on it. But these cards did get flat. These cards definitely got flat. Look at the Sparrow. Look at the Spoink. Spoink has a slight curve, but it's better than what it was. I think I put the first edition Sparrow in the book just to see, you know. Wow. Wow, the curve is fixed. My champion. I want to see the baby. Alright. Hold up a reference card just in case. The Kadabra Reverse Hollow from Legendary Collection. Oh my god. It's fixed. It's straight. Oh my god. I can't believe. Probably because I put it on the hardest, on the back cover. Probably why it was being squished forever. Oh my god. I can't believe it. I can't believe it, guys. Wow. Go ahead. Shake the book a couple. Oh. What else? What else? What else? Give me more. Give me more. No more. Freak. Thank you, Vegas. Thank you for your help. Who do we have here? I knew I had a pre-release Deoxys Slugma somewhere. And did it fix the curve? It definitely did fix the curve. You could see the previous curve on it, but like, so hard to tell that it's even curving because it's fixed. Pre-release Dragon Frontiers Nidorino, Delta species, and a Slugma from EX Deoxys. This is insane. I'm going to do this for every card that I have curved. This is insane. Alright, Crawdaunt. You're the only one here who has a very bad curve. But let's see. How can we tell? I mean, I'm putting no pressure on it, and you could tell that they just want to get flat. There's no curving. Like, look at the crawdont. Like, I'm going to stack them up. Look at the crawdont on them. See the crawdont? That's the top card right there trying to curve. And look at every other card. They're just flat. They don't curve. And it's the sleeves. The sleeves prevent them from, like, squeezing down on each other. Wow. Because the sleeves add more thickness to them. That's why they puff out like that. But if they were, I'm pretty sure if they were out the sleeves, they'd be like that, with only crawdont sticking out like that. See that curve? Crawdont is probably forever going to have that curve, which will prevent it from getting a PSA 10 or a Beckett 10. But what would also prevent it from getting a 10 is probably the scratches on it. I mean, it is an old card. I've seen it out the sleeve, and it had some chips on the corners and edging on the sides. But for me to have this card, you know, from so long ago, and it was one of my favorites from Ruby and Sapphire, like, you can't go wrong. Alright, y'all, so I'm going to go over the cards one last time so we can get a good look at what we just did. We flattened out Crawdont, Squirtle, Ninetales, Reverse Hollow, Sabrina's Drowsy, Kadabra from Legendary, Spearow, First Edition, Spoink, my boy, Slugma, Nidorino, Reverse, Chansey from X and Y, Deoxys, Bagon. I call him Bagon. Some people call him Bagon. Some people call him Bacon. Who the heck knows? Ninetales non-hollow, Golem, Chinchou, another Squirtle, another Ninetales, but he's hollow, Magneton, reverse hollow, Hoot with the Zapdos in the back, that's pretty rare, Nidorino, another Chinchou, another Nidorino, and Slugma Deoxys. I'm going to go ahead right now and add my reverse hollow Spoink. I'm going to go right here in the middle page. Hopefully the weight of the other cards will help flatten them out still. Forever, and it's forever home. Let's go, Spoink. Very good. This is the Drowsy from the experiment. See how he's light colored? And this is the Drowsy that I had in the binder from the video. This is from the third card guard. See how he's much lighter? And this one right here is much more darker. So, you know, one of each. This is what my collection has come down to. Let's move on. I'm telling y'all, it's a very exciting moment for me when I can finally add this pre-release Bagon from Deoxys with the EX Deoxys Bagon right next to him, my daggone Bagon. And I can finally complete this 9-page of them. Because I don't have any more in the binder. Wow. Let's keep finding more. The video is definitely not uploaded yet, but I did go behind your backs, and I'm sorry for that. And I went ahead and put in Ghastly. And I put these two Ghastly because they're very different. One's a darker purple, and this one's a very bright violet. But that's 9 of them there. 9 Spinnerax. More Poliwags. Scallywags. Alright, so since we left off with Poliwag, I have 7 more of another Pokemon, which I have no problem grabbing 2 more. This is why I'm adding 7 of each now, because it's easy to grab just 2 more, rather than 3 or 4 or 5, you know. So as long as I can get 2 rows complete and 1 odd above, 2 is no problem. So now, let me go ahead and add Hoot. I think Hoot versus Poliwag is an even fair fight. So, I'm going to go ahead and add Hoot. Now, I have these two because one is printed on that dull paper. And you see that? The normal, regular gloss paper. So, we'll leave that for there. Where's the OG? That's him right there. So, we'll throw the OG in the center. I love that artwork. It's like Zapdos is just looking for him. All right, cool. Poliwag, Hoo Hoo. Next page. Kadabra. I have here Kadabra Shadowless. Kadabra from base set 2. The Kadabra we just flattened from Legendary, Reverse Hollow. Sabrina's Kadabra. Dark Kadabra. Kadabra from base set. And a much darker Kadabra from base set. I don't know if you could tell. See how the one on the right is much more lighter than the one on the left? The one on the left is much darker. I really want to say base set went through its own first print run, then second print run. Like, one of these two was a first and second print run, because there's just no way, like, not all cards could have not been printed the same, you know, if that made any sense. But if there's a first print run of base, like, first edition had to be overall the first one, right? Then base set and all that good stuff. But you know, was there a first print run, or is everything a first print run? So that makes you question. So we're gonna go throw Shadowless in the center. And that's Kadabra for you. So we're gonna have Kadabra versus Magneton. An electric versus a psychic type. I have Magneton E-Readers from 2003. Beautiful card. I have this Shadowless Magneton we just flattened. I have Magneton from Fossil, non-hollow. I have Magneton from 2007. Forgot that set. Dark Magneton from Team Rockets. I have Magneton from 2006. I want to say from Deoxys, I think. And Lieutenant Surge's Magneton Hollow. Not a problem grabbing 2 more Magneton in the future. And now, to finish it all off, I want to grab my Nidorinos. With all those Nidorinos we just flattened, we have a perfect 9 stack right here. Nidorino re-release from X and Y era. Nidorino from Legendary. Nidorino from base set. See the difference? Nidorino from Shadowless. Look how dark he is. Look how dark he is compared to the others. Nidorino from 2009. Reverse Hollow Nidorino from 2013. Delta Species Dragon Frontiers pre-release. And I have the regular release here. And Nidorino from 2016. Tokia is the illustrator of that card. So we're going to go ahead, grab the OG. Going to grab this X and Y. Gonna grab Legendary, base set, and throw these other poisonous type ones around. Doesn't that look pretty when it's all 9 full on a page? Alright guys, that's all the time that we have for today. I'm very grateful that you guys stuck around. Happy holidays, and I hope all of you have a great night. Till the next one, right? Take care.